If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Your support means the world and helps us bring you more gripping stories. Today, I'm sharing a tale that began with something as innocent as a neighbor's friendly invitation, but ended up rewriting everything I believed about love, loyalty, and temptation. So, get comfortable. This isn't just about a movie night. It's about how one choice can unravel a life or redefine it entirely. I never thought a simple evening could hold the power to dismantle everything I'd built over years. No shattered windows, no shadowy figures, no crime scene like in a thriller. The danger I faced that night didn't come from the outside. It crept into my heart, silent and subtle, until I realized I'd already crossed a line I couldn't uncross. It started with a knock I should have ignored. My husband was away for work, as he often was. His job pulled him across the country for days, sometimes weeks. In the beginning, I'd beg him to stay, clinging to him at the door, confessing how much I hated the empty bed, the creeping shadows, the cold silence of our home. He'd promise it was temporary, but eventually I stopped pleading. I buried my loneliness, put on a brave face, and pretended it was just life. That night was no different. A solitary dinner, a half-empty glass of wine, and the TV droning with a show I barely noticed. My phone buzzed with his usual message, "I'll call you later." Later often became tomorrow, but I held on to his words. Then came the knock. When I opened the door, there stood Daniel, my neighbor. Early 30s, single, with an air of quiet intrigue that followed him like a shadow. We'd shared polite smiles before, maybe a quick chat about the weather or a borrowed cup of flour, but nothing more. Yet there he was, holding 2 DVDs in one hand and a bowl of popcorn in the other, his half-smile teetering between charm and mischief. "Movie night?" he asked. "I can't finish this popcorn alone." I knew what I should have done, laughed, thanked him, and shut the door. But I was restless, lonely, tired of staring at my own reflection for company. So I said yes. Daniel walked in like he belonged. He set the popcorn on the coffee table, placed the DVDs down, and settled onto the couch with an ease that felt both strange and natural. The warm scent of butter mixed with his faint, earthy cologne, nothing like my husband's, but just as captivating. We chose a comedy, or at least I think we did. The plot faded into the background almost instantly. What mattered wasn't the screen, it was him. The way his arm draped casually over the back of the couch. The way his laughter seemed to ripple through me. The way my shoulder felt small against his when we brushed together. We talked, laughed, teased. He asked questions, and I found myself opening up, sharing things I hadn't told anyone in months. It felt innocent at first, just conversation, just company. But then his knee grazed mine. Once. Twice. Each time lingering a little longer. I told myself it was nothing, an accident. But the air grew heavy, charged. I shifted away, crossing my legs to create distance. He shifted too, closer. The couch, once spacious, felt impossibly small. His warmth, his scent, the electric jolt when our hands met in the popcorn bowl, it was all too much. Then I caught him watching me, not the screen. His gaze was bold, unapologetic, peeling back layers I hadn't realized were exposed. My stomach twisted. My heart pounded so loudly I swore he could hear it. And then I saw it, his desire, raw and undeniable. I looked away, but it was too late. My body betrayed me, my breath quickening, my lips parting as if waiting for something I couldn't name. He leaned closer, his voice slow, daring. "You okay?" I nodded, lying. I wasn't okay. I was teetering on the edge of a choice that could shatter everything. Yet I didn't move away. The room felt warmer, the silence heavier. My phone buzzed, my husband's name flashing on the screen, but my eyes stayed on Daniel. When his fingers brushed mine again, I didn't pull back. Our hands locked, his thumb tracing slow circles over my knuckles, sending waves through me I hadn't felt in years. "You're quiet," he murmured. Should I leave? It was a lifeline, a final chance to stop this. But I didn't say yes. Instead, I whispered, "Stay." That single word lit the match. The movie played on, forgotten. All that mattered was his hand in mine, his shoulder against me, his presence filling every empty corner of my soul. He leaned closer, his breath grazing my ear. "You're trembling." I lied, it's cold. We both knew it wasn't. Do you want me to stop? He asked softly. I should have said yes. But silence spoke for me. His lips brushed my neck, soft and reverent. My eyes closed. My grip on his hand tightened. The line was crossed. The kiss that followed was slow, deliberate, heavy with intent. His lips were gentle at first, testing, but when I didn't pull away, it deepened. My fingers clutched his shirt, pulling him closer. His taste was wrong, forbidden, intoxicating, and I let myself drown in it. Guilt would come later. In that moment, there was only fire. His lips moved from my mouth to my jaw, his hands exploring with a certainty that left me shaking. My body answered his hunger with my own, betraying me again and again. I thought of my husband, our promises, the love we'd built. But Daniel's touch silenced those thoughts, drowning them until all I heard was my racing pulse. When he whispered, "Tell me to stop," I couldn't. I tilted my head, granting permission without words. His next kiss wasn't cautious, it was hungry, consuming. The days that followed blurred. I avoided Daniel at first, closing blinds, ignoring his car in the driveway. But avoiding him was like avoiding air, impossible when every breath reminded me of him. When he knocked again, I should have turned him away. Instead, I opened the door. "We need to talk," he said. But we didn't talk. He asked if I regretted it. I should have said yes. Instead, I whispered no, and that was enough. The fire roared back, fiercer than before. By the end of that night, there was no denying it. We'd crossed a line with no return. Daniel touched my cheek, his voice low. "There's no undoing this. We've changed everything." He was right. That night, lying beside my husband, I wondered if he could sense the truth. I wondered if Daniel was awake, thinking of me. And the worst part? I knew this wasn't the end, it was just the beginning. Some choices don't end with one night. They ripple, they spiral, they reshape lives forever. What would you have done in my place? Would you have walked away or leaned into the temptation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this forbidden story.